What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet or you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, give me your Dodger takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation questions of the day. 1. After he made his debut last night, does that change your opinion on the impact you think Albert Pujols will have on the Dodgers? And 2, predict how many home runs he'll hit in Dodger blue. Drop your takes down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. What a night last night at Dodger Stadium. A different energy at the Ravine. Albert Pujols making his Dodgers debut. There were number 55 Pujols jerseys all over Dodger Stadium. So shout out to all the LA area hustlers. They made a nice little bag off number 55 Albert Pujols Dodgers jerseys. Look, I'm pretty sure in just a few days, there's been more Dodgers Albert Pujols jerseys sold than in his entire 10 years in Anaheim. But he looked good in that Dodger blue. I thought he was going to take Bumgarner deep there in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch swinging. Mad Bum leaves a cutter right over the heart of the plate. He gets under it, just misses it, and then in his next at-bat, runners on the corners, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What does he do? Base hit right up the middle. And that is exactly what the Dodgers signed him to do, is to hit lefties, is to be an RBI machine. And it was so refreshing to see someone up there with a 2-strike approach, just get the base hit, get the runner home. But I just couldn't get over how surreal it was to see Albert Pujols at the plate in a Dodgers uniform getting an RBI single to score Mookie Betts.
He hits a ground ball, base hit into center field. Albert Pujols brings home Mookie Betts for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
But how fitting was it to see him get that first base hit off a lefty, and it wasn't a home run, it was a single. It was a 2-strike approach. It was, let's get this runner home, let's score this run, and that is exactly why the Dodgers made this signing, to go up there and give you quality at-bats against lefties and to be an RBI machine. So he accomplishes that in his second at-bat as a Dodger. It was his 2,113th RBI in his career. Only Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth have more RBIs than Albert Pujols. And you saw his success against lefties. This year, he's slashing 267, 290, 567 with an 857 OPS and 31 plate appearances against southpaws. The Dodgers, on the other hand, they're slashing 212, 313, 343 with a 656 OPS against lefties. That batting average at 212, that's 26th in all of Major League Baseball. The OPS, 24th in all of Major League Baseball. So make no mistake about it, he's here to address a glaring need. This wasn't some charity signing. This wasn't some favor the Dodgers did for Albert Pujols and his agent. No, he's here to play a role, and he did it last night. And after the Dodgers' 3-1 win, he talked about his first game, his first hit, and his first RBI as a Dodger.
It was pretty awesome, man. Really high pump energy by the fans, and it was really excited. It was really excited to take that field, and just to contribute tonight for the ball club. Well, it felt great, especially, your first night, wearing this uniform in that situation, a cute situation like that, with Bumgarner, as a guy that has a pretty good slider, and is pitching pretty well, but was able, to put a good barrel and was able to go through through the infield, so yeah, it felt awesome.
So it was really great to see him get that hit in his first game as a Dodger, because the longer it takes, the more you have to wait, the more it starts building up. So to see him get that out of the way early, it was big, and it was just fun last night. There was a different level of buzz in that stadium. It was electric, and I don't expect him to have the impact that Manny Ramirez had in 2008. Manny Wood was special, and he was 36 at the time. Albert Pujols is listed at 41. Some people believe he's actually 44, but I don't care if he's 64. If he's playing his role and he's contributing, that's all that matters. And last night, you saw him have an impact on the field and in that Dodgers dugout. Walker Buehler was struggling there in that 4th inning. He had 3 walks, had the bases loaded. He was struggling with his command. He was relying too heavily on his fastball when he should have been using more of his secondary pitches. But then he strikes out Escobar, gets out of that bases loaded jam, and here's Albert Pujols giving him a little pep talk in that Dodgers dugout. This is after the top of the 4th inning, where Walker Buehler was struggling with his command. He had 3 walks through 20 28 pitches. But the first thing that stands out is look at Matt Beatty. He's like, oh, wow, that's really Albert Pujols in the Dodgers dugout. Looks a little starstruck right there. Then there's Will Smith. Albert Pujols was his favorite player growing up. That's his hero. He gave his special introduction at the Dodgers ring ceremony. So to now have him as your teammate, that's got to be wild for the Fresh Prince. But just look at this. He's pumping him up. He's giving him a little pep talk. Walker Buehler's smiling. He's feeling it. And he goes out there and deals the rest of the game. So you love to see that. And how many players can command that level of respect in their first game with their new club? Not many guys can go in there and get the guy's attention like Pujols did last night. Guys like Walker Buehler, you see the level of respect that he has for one of the game's all-time greats. And then how about Will Smith? Last night, he goes 2 for 4, has a double and a home run. Do you think that was an accident? No, he was playing in front of his childhood hero. So, hey, maybe Will Smith went off last night because his childhood hero, I am legend, Albert Pujols, is now a Dodger. He won to impressive, and he had one of his best games of the year. But here's Albert Pujols talking about his dugout conversation with Walker Buehler.
Yeah, I just told him, I think sometimes those innings like that, you can easily, you can see how mature he is. You can easily just get a little bit mad, and just kind of let that inning go away. And he made some amazing pitch. I was just telling him, hey, great job. That's you made some really mature pitch. You didn't let the moment, take you out of control, and you came back and strike out that guy, and then, finish up that inning. I think that's really important, So stuff like that, just to pump him up, just knowing that, hey, you okay, you have this under control. And I think, I'm going to do that, with anybody, whether I'm playing, whether I'm in the bench, just pump them up, and just forget about it.
So I think what makes that so cool is you expect him to have an impact on hitters, but in his first game, he has his biggest impact on the Dodgers starting pitcher that night, Walker Buehler. So getting hits off lefties, check. Having a positive impact on teammates, double checks. His RBI single there that put the Dodgers up 2-1, that ended up being the winning run of the game because the Dodgers, they won the game by a score of 3-1. Now, ideally, he would have hit 4 home runs last night, but you saw why the Dodgers signed him, getting hits against lefties, having a positive impact on the clubhouse, and we saw glimpses of it last night. So that was the most important thing. And yes, I know that he's old and his best days are behind him, and I'm not expecting him to play like an all-star, but don't underestimate the impact of having a happy Albert Pujols on this Dodger team, on a World Series contending team. He looked like he had more fun last night in 1 year as a Dodger than he had in 10 years with the Angels. They had him doing the dunking on him celebration. They've already got him doing the dunking on him hit celebration. I like how he's doing it way longer than the rest of his teammates, though. He's still doing it, having the time of his life as a Los Angeles Dodger. Now, speaking of the Angels, I think the most interesting thing from his introductory press conference was him talking about his role in Anaheim.
Well, let me tell you something. My goal over the last 2 years, it wasn't never to try to be everyday first baseman. I told you guys early in spring training, whatever role they have for me, I'm going to go with. I understand they make that decision as an organization, a business decision, and no hard feeling. I understand that. So they had a talk with me, and that was it. Move forward, and I'm just glad to get another opportunity wearing different uniform. But I think there's a lot of things out there say, that he wanted more playing time, he wanted to play every day, which that never comes out of my mouth. You guys ask me that question over and over so many times. And I always tell you guys, however the team use me, I'm here for that. Whether it's mentor the young guys, whether it's, giving my at-bats out there. Listen, I have 80-some at-bats this year. I never thought that so early in April I was going to have that many at-bats. And I was excited with the playing time that I got in there. But I also understand that they wanted to move different direction, and I respect that. I was in that organization for 9.5 years, and, there's no hard feeling at all.
So that's definitely a different narrative than what we've been hearing for weeks with Albert Pujols. By all accounts, he's a great teammate, a great guy, and the Dodgers are lucky to have him in that clubhouse. But let me know down below in the comments, will the Albert Pujols signing go down as a bad, average, good, or great signing, and predict how many home runs he'll hit in Dodger Blue? My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all things Dodger baseball. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. hit that notification bell. And if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all the latest Dodgers Nation t-shirts, head over to gearup.la. For the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.